I'm not sure what I was imagining is actually physically possible. And I'm just gonna leave that floating there without any context that people
what
can
are you
imagine I was
doing?
making some terrible...
Did we finally get to teleport?
We have finally come to a new place.
Okay, where is this new place?
This is called Teledon.
And what is it?
Trigger warning! Slavery! Okay, that's out of the way.
Okay. We're walking in a circle around this hatch. Why? Oh.
Because we're in a hut and we should look around the hut.
It's stuck.
Sadly, there's actually nothing in the hut.
This...
There is an elevator with button.
This looks suspiciously like the walkways inside of that big dome in Riven.
Similar construction due to similar people who made them, yes.
Curse you, continuity!
You're the one saying that it didn't seem very Myst-like. Well, here, it's trying to be Myst-like.
So, alright, so what's up with this age that we're in right now? What's the deal with it?
It is made of mushrooms.
I can see that, and that is an incredibly fast-moving sun. Wow.
It is, isn't it?
Okay.
It's quite impressive.
Look at that thing just zoom across the sky. Holy... Wow. Okay. Are we gonna get
the DRC, the Dunny Restoration Committee, the bunch of nerds from North America who are trying to research the Dunny civilization, do not know what this age is for. Like, as its primary purpose.
So it's research.
We assume... Well, yeah, everything is, like, given permission by the Dunny Research Committee before they allow... Restoration Committee before they allow anyone to go to the ages, such as this one. They don't know what this is for, but they assume that all the spores were used for bread.
That is an incredibly complex apparatus for making bread.
Well, you see, there's a secondary use.
Uh-huh. And what's that?
Alright, this button has the number 3 on it.
Oh, is this where you have to use that number system from Riven?
No, that's in a later, much more obscene puzzle.
Okay.
Although there was the number 3 on that button, yes.
So we hit the button 3 times and they did that, yeah.
So this is one of those puzzles where I have no idea how they expected me to solve it, but somehow I solved it anyways. Remember that incredibly fast-moving sun?
Are we gonna have to track it down?
Well, you notice how the thing is moving even while I'm not looking in the viewfinder?
Yeah. Do we have to set it on the same path as the sun?
As the sun, yes.
Huh.
Putting new meaning into chasing the sun.
Can we fly too high?
I have no idea. All I know is that I've just about done it.
Why is that, that is so impractical. That would not... Okay.
Solar flowers.
No, the sun itself, I don't understand it, how it would support an ecosystem on this planet. There's gotta be a second sun somewhere. Or something.
Well, it never sets.
Okay, so the other half of this world is just a frozen wasteland?
Probably. We never really leave the swamp, so...
Yeah, true.
Don't worry, we'll see worlds with 3 suns and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And a world where there's never day, so...
Do we get sucked into a black hole or anything?
We don't get... depends on your definition.
Oh, fantastic.
Anyway, so that powers the island, but it's also incredibly loud.
So we're gonna run away from it.
Yeah.
So what is the secondary use for this hugely impractical machine that we are toying with.
Oh, not though. The machine doesn't have a secondary use. The age does. You'll see.
It.
All right. So you hold that lever. Now there's a clicking. It's a delayed start because you see.
Is that a hot air balloon?
Ooh, what's this in the bucket?
Like, is that actually a hot air balloon?
No, it's a ski lift.
I am so confused by what is going on. What is going on?
We're going up in a bucket that was presumably used to carry spores.
What? So do they make the bread out of mushrooms?
That's the idea, yeah.
Mushroom bread sounds like it would be very, very weird. It would be simultaneously like bland and rubbery, but you could do a lot with it potentially. I don't know.
Well, remember that the Dunny are cave people, so.
Still.
And if you've played Dwarf Fortress, which you haven't, you'd know that mushrooms are an inseparable piece of all cavern cuisine.
Well, that's true of many RPGs. Nope.
Anyway, so we can spy out here.
We go partially invisible.
Because all adventure game protagonists are in fact ghosts.
Well, yeah. We discovered that in the Crystal Key.
Yeah. Stuck on mushroom.
Get out of the way, mushroom. Jeez. They're so rude. They're so inconsiderate for people's needs.
Except for the fact that we eat them.
Well, yeah. That's
theory.
just
theory.
punishment for their inconsiderateness. I can't. Alright,
Okay.
if I seem a little more tired than usual, it's because I stayed up far later than any responsible adult should, watching videos of cats and dogs. So.
To be fair, because of you, I also did.
So brain work at like 25% capacity today, which make for not funny or interesting videos. Why? What are we toying with?
So that control panel, when we pulled the lever in the bottom middle, it a little meter went down, and then we switched the switch on the right, we unlocked something, and also when we just pressed that foot pedal, we unlocked the elevator.
So we're going down.
Now we're elevator. Going down. Because I forgot to
here.
I forgot to grab a journey cloth on this side.
Well, here I thought we were actually going to a new location, but no. Does the elevator go further down?
My dear. No.
Oh.
It does not.
Well,
but
back up.
You're such a game protagonist. You never look up.
Which will, yes, that becomes fairly relevant. In many cases, you would not expect it.
Especially in this game, there's a lot.
Oh.
You should probably just look up.
Oh, it goes up. Okay.
Yeah, you understand.
Well, see, I'm still stuck on that elevator, so you know.
That was all the way back in Riven, dude.
I know, but it just recently forget it.
I told you it's the part that everyone remembers.
Yeah. Okay, so we opened the window shutters, and now we're just gonna take a seat and start drawing. Yeah.
Well, start reading.
Oh. We don't get to flourish our artistic abilities.
There is a giant whale thing.
I mean, these are pretty interesting creatures. Do we ever get to see any of them firsthand?
We will barely see one, yes.
Yay.
Alright, do you remember how to count? Do you remember how to count?
I don't remember what the symbols actually symbolize. Like, which ones mean what number. But I remember how the system works, yes.
Yeah, it's 4, 7, 1, 5, 3, 6. 4.
Wow, he just straight
Douglas
up...
Sharper bought a Fryman. Huh?
That's just straight up mail from California. Like, what?
Yeah. He bought a Fryman Safe Haven aquarium. He bought a 3 specifically, and if you put a
so we're in the workroom of someone from Earth right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
His name is Douglas Sharper, and he hates the DRC quite a bit.
See, that I don't think that was established for me, which is why the post suddenly just hit me like that.
So that picture totally failed, but happily the only parts we need to know are there.
Well, because previously we, whenever we've seen these workshops, they've been from the people who live in the ages, or the people who are trying to rule the ages. So.
And then suddenly California.
Yeah.
So Douglas Sharper does not like the DRC, so he went and bought a safe built into an aquarium. I'm sure this will... He left the instructions on how to open it on his desk.
Did he protect the safe for the work?
No, there's just a couple fish in it.
But works are fish.
Yeah, but they're too big for that aquarium.
Aww. That must be a
I think Riven's going to be the one that stays with you the most.
I have... So
the instructions is just hold the light switch for 3 seconds and the safe will open.
So I had already started blending together the events of Myst 3 and Riven in my mind. When the Riven videos started going up, I was watching them back and partially thinking that things were going to happen that are actually things that happened in Myst 3. So yeah. Probably.
Okay, if the crazy guy has long hair, it's Myst 3. If the crazy guy has short hair, it's Riven.
Yeah. But yes, I think that Riven might be the one that has the most stuff that stands out so far. I do like the creature designs that they have been just artistically shoving in our faces in this so far, though.
They do a really good job of... The house in Nullabin is not empty. I met someone there today. So there's dunny people still here, and that scares the DRC. Because in Myst you can come up with literally anything that's physically possible, so they do a good job of doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the longest journal in the whole Myst series.
Oh god, no. Alright, I'm tuning out. You can summarize it.
Okay, so it's Douglas Sharper complaining about how much he hates the DRC. And it tracks his 2 or 3 years here.
So it's a chronicle of his hatred.
And also it's a chronicle of all the work he's ever done in Teledon. And it includes how much he doesn't like the DRC, how much the DRC annoys him, and also he found a whale on Teledon, and he killed it.
Well...
And then there was another one.
And he killed that one too. Because he's just a jerk.
I don't think he killed that one too. He kind of is a bit of a jerk like that, actually. Which, I don't like Sharper very much. I wanted to see a nice long journal from like Phil or Dr. Watson, but no, we'll have to go with Douglas Sharper instead.
Let's go on and on and on.
Let's see.
Well, this is...
Oh, wait, no, this is like 7 years after we started. Jeez.
Yeah, it had date stamps, right?
Yeah.
Is that a Kraken on the right?
That is a Kraken on the right.
That's one thing I love about like mythology around the world from cultural... Like, every culture has slightly different myths and legends and stuff, but there's, like, no matter what cultural background you look into, there's always, like, consistent themes of dragons and sea creatures and stuff like that.
Things that we haven't seen but are afraid we'll see.
Well, yeah, but it's just like it's weird because everyone, like, China is so massively different than Europe, but they both have legends about
all those dragons.
Yeah, mythical dragons from the ancient past.
Everyone knows the Chinese dragon.
Yeah, and it's like
everyone knows the Chinese dragon and the Welsh dragon.
And it's like they had to have come from something in the past. Like, I'm sure it's exaggerated versions of real animals, obviously, but it's just it's cool to think about how that sort of thing can be consistent across every culture of the world when everything is so, like, all the cultures are so drastically different and they have no, like, contact with each other back when those legends first came about. It's just cool.
Well, yeah, Myst goes for sea creatures most of the time,
which are
so up in the mushroom.
Sea creatures are painfully underutilized in video games, if you ask me.
Well, the thing is, water levels tend to suck.
They don't have to, though. Which is the thing that really gets me about why they do. It's like
Aquaman the game was terrible.
That's because it was Superman 64. That's not because it was a water game.
Well, no, there was an Aquaman game.
I know.
And it was terrible.
I know, because it was Superman 64.
It was the same engine?
Because the Aquaman Battle for Atlantis for the GameCube literally had the same structure as Superman 64. And
everything's terrible.
Yeah, it was just as bad, but it's not because it was trying to be an Aquaman game. It's just because it was a bad game.
Fair enough.
Like Superman 64
Anyways, up
was
in the
a
mushroom
bad game.
Up in the mushroom, like, spore collection area, we unlocked that door and lowered that meter because when you lowered the meter, all the water drained out, and then you unlocked the trapdoor.
So now we can walk through the sewer.
Yeah. Well, until here. Now, this is the secondary use of the age.
Sewage.
Sewage, hiding.
What?
A slave encampment.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, a piece of paper I've been looking at with the 7 dunny numbers on it.
Yeah.
Each tile connects with one of those 7 switches on the wall.
Which we cannot get to from here, so...
Looks like I have to press the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 7th tiles in order to open these doors. Okay. Which just happens to be the 4 that show on this screenshot.
How convenient.
Actually, it's extremely convenient. Not sure how that happened.
Also, your hat is starting to look increasingly ridiculous in these worlds that we're going to. Hi, physics.
I had to regress to PhysX 2.0 from 7.0 in order to get the game to work.
Oh geez. Don't worry, I have fun with some physics objects in Batman Arkham Asylum.
This makes me very worried.
I love the like when you break Joker teeth in that game, the halves of the Joker teeth have physics on them still. Oh, that's an actual physics puzzle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I wasn't just doing that for fun.
I thought we were just kicking rocks for fun, but okay.
No.
So I think there's one part in the recording where I break a pair of Joker teeth near a pit and then just kick. And then just kick one of the halves of the Joker teeth down into the pit and watch it fall down.
You're so mature.
I love physics objects. What are you talking about? It's like ragdolls. Like,
Hey, my book disappeared.
Oh.
You can only access it when this door is closed.
Well, okay. I don't understand why people always mock ragdolls in video games. It's like sometimes they feel out of place, and they can be.
The ragdoll in Tomb Raider Legend was perfect.
Well, yeah, they can be silly, and it could break potential atmosphere that a game is trying to build, like in Dark Souls when you kill enemies and they.
Wait, before you mention that. Look at this. How does one get this bridge down?
By jumping on it.
Okay, continue.
Oh boy. In
Dark Souls?
Yeah, in Dark Souls, when you kill enemies, they immediately go ragdoll, like when they die. So they lose all weight, and they lose most of their solidity. So you can start but there are still parts of their bodies that will interact with your character. So you can just start running around, kicking them around in your character's feet, and you'll have this giant stone golem that's just swinging around beneath your feet as you run in circles, and you can kick it right off of the edge of the map. And it's yeah, okay, that's a bit silly for a game that's as dark and dreary as Dark Souls, but it's also hilarious, and I don't know why people are like, oh, ragdolls. I love ragdolls.
I did when I was a kid playing Tomb Raider Legend. I tried to make the most amazing ragdoll I could at any given moment.
How did the ragdoll function in that game?
She would immediately turn into a mannequin with joints in her knees, elbows, and arm and leg sockets.
Right.
And that was it. So she'd go from a live person to suddenly turning into a mannequin that just went with every impact.
Go into a straight stock pose, or would all
well, she'd go into a straight stock pose, and then as she impacted, her legs would move like a mannequin. In straight pace.
That sounds weird.
So every single time... What?
Oh, we teleported.
Okay. Every single time, she would have a death from landing from falling too far.
Yeah.
Just suddenly one arm would always fly up straight into the air, and then slowly arc back down to her hips as she slid down the mountainside or whatever.
Oh.
And by slid, I mean slid like a sled.
So that sounds kind of like a primitive version of the ragdoll minigame from Saints Row, how that worked.
Yeah.
When you had to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Just throw yourself.
I loved that
ragdoll.
minigame.
Yeah, I like
the minigame was perfect.
I like the minigame. I don't like the difficulty of it. How hard it is to actually get good combos going from throwing yourself at cars, because a lot of times you can't find good intersections that have a lot of cars actually going through them consistently.
I just managed to aim it so that one car would launch me about 100 feet in the air, so
Yeah.
I had lots of time to find another car.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was poorly balanced overall.
Oh well.
But it was still a fun idea.
So we were in Teledon in like a storage room, and now
And
we're
now-
here.
Oh dear. We're not in Teledon anymore, Toto.
We are not in Teledon. And also, when I used that first journey cloth, only a thumb, well, only like the first part of the hand glowed, which means this is like a new age with like another 7 cloths.
Of course it is.
So we're
so
now in here.
why did the slave camp have a teleporter to a new world?
Well, it was a borrow stone, which means it was one of the slave things, like, made a rock teleported to this fortress.
Uh-huh.
And if you read Sharper's journal, which you didn't, he mentions he found it, and every time he tried to move it, the borrow would move it back to where they had it. So finally, he dissuaded the borrow by hanging bags of rocks around the supply camp. So now the rock stays. Now the borrow stone stays there.
Oh. Okay. I am confused
Also,
and lost again.
Also, if you don't have a key, those doors won't open.
Oh, fantastic. Where do you get the key?
That was the thing we got in the first video. The KI on your hand.
Oh, okay.
When I say key, that's what I mean. There are no KEYs in this game.
Well, no. Okay, so that pronunciation of it in particular always takes a moment to register in my brain because I'm so used to Dragon Ball calling it Kai.
Oh,
So yeah.
fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're in a fortress that appears to be rotating.
Yes, indeed. Is it floating as well?
It is not floating, actually. No.
Oh,
It is only
what
spinning.
a shame. Okay, we're wandering around this spinning fortress. What are we looking at? What are we going to do? Or, oh, we can't jump off. Oh well.
We can't jump off. Sad face.
Aw.
I guess that means that we're just gonna have to link back as per normal.
Oh. Well, at least we're not stuck there.
That ending, though. Hold on a second.
Timing.
Hi, Mom, I'm recording. So, I kind of... Yes, I'm kind of going on a cruise now, apparently. What?